night check-in. We haven't been up here in a couple of weeks, so I wanted to stop in because it is so important for us to remain consistent. We have a lot going on, but we are going to come in as time allows. The goal is to be up here at least once a week, whether it be morning or evenings. Right now, we don't have a set time for the podcast because our schedules is not allowing it. So please, please, please forgive us. We're coming up randomly, um, but it's okay. I'm praying that everybody is doing well on tonight. I'm praying that everybody had a productive day. I'm praying that God is moving by his spirit in your life, that you're trusting in him fully. Listen, in this season, just enough is not okay. Barely enough is no longer okay. It's time for us to move into the land of plenty. It's time for us to move into the land of more. It's time for us to start praying the way we are supposed to. Listen, I've been saying that in the blink of an eye, your life can change. I've been seeing so much stuff in the news and it saddens me because there are young people that's been unalive and things are happening randomly. But at the same time, I'm saying, God, I still trust you. Whatever it takes for me to walk in my purpose, I am going to do it. However, it takes me to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be led by God. It is important for you to continuously walk in your destiny. It is important for you to find out exactly who you are. It is important for you to let go of unforgiveness, walk in forgiveness. Do not hold a grudge. Do y'all hear me? Do not hold grudges. Do not hold on to stress. It's so important for you to let go of anything that's causing you harm, anything that's toxic, anything that's stressing you out, because stress leads to other things. It leads to sickness, it leads to toxic behavior, it leads to disease in your body, it leads to mental health issues. We do not want all of that to happen. So, in this season, I'm asking you to let go. The word tells you to cast all your cares upon Him because He cares for you. That means you are not supposed to struggle with anything, but you're supposed to turn it over to Him. He will turn your mess into a message, your test into a testimony. What is the Lord able to trust you with in this season? If He can't trust you with anything, then you're not able to grow. You're going to remain stagnant. So, in this season, stagnant is not an option. Giving up, it's not an option. It's time for elevation. It's time for us to move forward. It's time for us to mature, mature in this season. Why are we holding on to things that do not benefit us? It's time for us to close some access. Everything and everybody cannot have access to you in this season. Everyone is not meant to go where you are going in this season. And we've been saying for a minute, move in silence. Things are happening behind the scenes. Everybody don't need to know where you're going and how you're getting there. You should have a strategic plan on how you're going to do it, how you're going to move. Write the vision, make it plain. What is your need in this season? How are you going to achieve the need? Are you going to do things your way or are you going to do things God's way? I'm asking that. And as I speak to you, I'm speaking to myself. And I told y'all in this season for me, it has to be God's way. My life depends on it. My life depends on it. And I'm seeing blessings upon blessings upon blessings. The Lord is blessing from the north, the south, the east, and the west. And be careful what you say in this season. I don't care who is concerning, whether it's a friend of me, an enemy, a loved one. Be careful what you say because the Lord is doing things expeditiously and things are happening and things are turning around. Whether it's a negative or positive, shifting is taking place. So be careful in the season what comes out of your mouth. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Be careful in the season what comes out of your mouth. There are a lot of things taking place. God is revealing himself. We've been telling you to store up since last year. Things are happening now. I know y'all see it. There's going to be a shortage of food. I know you all see it. I know you all see the amount of people that's being unalive. Listen, it's, and we can't walk in fear. We have to walk by faith and not by sight. No matter what your circumstance is, walk by faith and not by sight. If you have the faith, the grain of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. So I advise you, I admonish you to walk by faith and not by sight. Walk in obedience because rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Walk in obedience in this season. Do you hear me? Walk in obedience in this season. Do not give up. Don't let your good be evil spoken of, and don't be weary in well doing. In due season you will reap if you faint not. And I know things, you get tired, you get drained, you get worn out. I need you to self evaluate and figure out what's draining you. What do you need to separate from in this season? What do you need to push away? Because there are some things that you need to attract in this season, but there are also some things that's holding on to you that's not allowing the things that should be attracted to you to connect. So, what is it that you need to let go of? Do you need to cut the umbilical cord in this season? Do you need to cut the strings? Do you need to cut the ties? Don't get frustrated when people fall off in this season. Why are we getting frustrated? Sometimes God cuts the ties for you because you're not strong enough to do so. So, in this season, as I stated, be careful what you speak. Be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. When God cuts the cord, hey, Fred,
Hey,
hold on. When God cuts the cord, y'all, allow it. Don't try to reattach it because when He breaks the connection, that means it's something else that needs to be connected to you, and He's making room for it. Okay, so be careful. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. So we're doing our late night check in. and we're gonna do one on tomorrow because we have some time. We're not even gonna be up here long on tonight. Maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. But I'm gonna let my sister have some words. See if it's anybody in the inbox. We're not taking no Q&A. We're not taking any questions tonight because it's late. We might play with y'all on tomorrow, even though it's gonna be late. But I'll be done had some sleep.
I will not be playing with y'all before Sunday morning. No, nope.
Okay, so Coco says she will not be playing with y'all. So we won't play with y'all in Q&A on tomorrow, but we'll do another check-in. So with that being said, Coco.
Well, hey y'all. All I can say is I was not up here, so I have no idea as to what she was talking about before. But I will say this. Normally when I come up here, she says I'm always confirming what she done already said. So I don't know if it's gonna be one of those type of nights again, but here we go. Um, so for those of y'all that follow us and follow me, if you notice, I just made two posts not too long before the show started. One of them say, "Be careful how you treat people," and the second would say, "The same people that you walk over and you dismiss might be the person you need one day."
Jesus.
Um, People don't understand what they do. People used to tell us back in the old days, and some of the older folks still say it, that you might be entertaining the angel unaware when you
Mhm.
entertain somebody, when you run into people. You have to be careful how you treat people, because one thing for certain, two things for sure. The one thing they're gonna remember is how they was treated by you.
Mhm. That's right.
Then they're gonna remember what you said.
Mhm.
So you have to be careful how you talk to folks, just how you handle people, period.
Mhm.
I don't care if you having a super bad day. Don't take your day out on somebody that didn't have nothing to do with whatever made you angry.
That's right.
Cause you gotta watch what you say when you mad.
Mhm. That's what I just said.
Especially those of you that consider yourselves to be these highly anointed individuals. Watch what come out your throat. Because of who you're
Mhm.
supposed to be in the spirit realm. So when your words come out, we all know that you cannot take them back.
That's right.
So you have to be careful what you say.
That's right. I
Man, have I been tested today, and I have kept my mouth shut the whole
mm,
entire time.
bless the Lord.
God has done a wonderful work. Because
Amen.
on any other given day, back in the day, oh, they would have been called everything but a child of God by me
Mm.
because of what they did and how they did it.
Mhm.
Not only did you offend me, but you offended my spouse who never messes with nobody. And so it did a whole lot to me. And it took a lot for me to keep my mouth shut. So
Oh no.
um,
No, 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 no,
a
no.
whole lot for me to keep my mouth shut.
Not my
Any-
brother-in-law.
Anybody that knows my spouse has never seen him angry. But today, it got so bad that I had to tell him to go take a walk.
Not my brother-in-law.
Okay?
Oh my.
Okay? So I'm telling you, my husband don't bother nobody.
Mm-mm.
Very humble man. He don't say nothing out the way to nobody. And for people to blatantly disrespect him with no reason at all.
No.
Mm, see, I ain't always been saved, folks. I need you to catch the gist of that. I am today, but I ain't always been saved. Trust me. It's a good thing that the Lord has done a great work. That's all I got to say.
Mm, mm, mm.
But every dog got his day. Baby.
Mm,
Understand?
no.
Okay? So
No.
I understand why God does what he do. I understand why he say, be careful who you trust. I understand why he say that. I understand why he say guard your heart. I understand all of that. Today proves every last bit of all them scriptures.
Jesus.
Okay. So it's one of those things where, and let me say this, stop judging folks. Stop judging people. And I'm gonna tell you why. People having a hard time really trying to keep the faith right now because they don't see what God promised.
Mm-hmm.
But you have no right to judge them if they faith get shaky and it get rocky.
Mm-hmm.
No right to judge. All you do is pray that they can continue to hold on.
That's
Instead of
it.
you being your lovely so-called righteous self and you opening your mouth and judging folk based off of what they saying in the time where they don't see God move. We've all been at a point at some point where we didn't see it, but we still believed it. So don't judge somebody else's situation.
I'm there right now.
Okay? Don't judge another person's situation. Keep your mouth off people
Mm-hmm.
because you don't know. Keep your mouth off people
That's right.
because situation they in can easily be you. Keep your mouth off people.
Mm-hmm. He
Thankful.
made a way.
It might hurt, but God knows I am glad
Where you
that He
from.
tears some stuff up in this season. I'm glad He's shutting the
Mm-hmm.
door to some stuff and nailing it shut.
Yes.
Hear me? And nailing it shut. Because you have to do a whole lot to open it back up. Some doors need to be closed. Why? Because you ain't got the balls to walk away from it.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
We talk about what we don't see other people doing. We talk about how this person living. We talk about this, that, and the third. But baby, what's really happening with your house behind closed doors? Shut your face. I'm sick of the so-called arrived saints because y'all are pissing me off.
Oh boy. Know who did it, y'all?
You talking about other people that got more God in them than you. So shut your face. Period. I've had it. I'm fed up with it. I'm through.
Look, y'all.
So
Look, y'all. I said we wasn't gonna be up here long. Oh God.
now, if you want to continue to walk around and say that you are holier than thou,
Mm,
came out the womb saved and shouting, speaking in tongues, you go right on.
mm, mm.
Because you think that God ain't playing. He see you just like he see me. But at the end of the day, what do people see when they see you?
Mm,
Sick and tired of the fake and phony folks.
mm, mm. Listen, y'all. Um, we're gonna continue this on tomorrow. I'm gonna give my sister some time because she needs it on tonight. And we will be back to do a check-in on tomorrow. I just wanted to pop in and as I stated, Fred, we're not gonna edge this on. I just wanted to pop in. As I stated, right now, both of us are being very, very productive. So we're randomly coming on as time allows. I'm not giving you a time as to when we're coming. It may be morning, it may be evening. Tomorrow, we already have the show set. So we will be back tomorrow because we're not doing that on tonight. It's late and you have to know when to reel in because there are certain things that just don't need to happen up here. So, with that being said, she did come and confirm some stuff. As I stated earlier, no matter who it is, whether it's a frenemy, whether it's a friend, whether it's an enemy, you have to be careful what you say and how you say it because life and death is in the power of the tongue. And God hears. God knows your intentions. God knows your heart. And in this season, He is moving too quickly. And I am seeing in a blink of an eye life changing. And that's from the youngest to the oldest. A couple of days ago, two teenagers it was four in the car, two of them lost their life. Those four teenagers, none of them were wearing seatbelts. They were coming around the curb and they hit a tree and the car split in half. So, in a blink of an eye, you never know. So, be careful. Be careful. And be careful who you put in your mouth on in this season because you never know how God is going to handle it. Walk by faith, not by sight. Don't focus on what you're going through. It's time for us to mature. Like I said, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you can move some mountains.
And stop relying on what you feel like you can't see.
That part.
Your eyes will deceive you too.
Yes.
You'll think that something is God and it ain't got nothing to do with it.
That part. That part right there. So we're going to get ready to shut this down, but we will be up here tomorrow around the same time. It is going to be a late night. We're going to see if there's some testimonies on tomorrow. There will not be any questions, but we will see if there's going to be some testimonies or some statements um, that you guys want us to read. We'll have Coco check her inbox, and we will go from there. Fred, we love you. we'll have we'll have Coco check her inbox tomorrow and we will definitely go from there. We will not take questions on tomorrow. So those of you that may be watching from the background like y'all do so well, um please, if you have questions, you can inbox me, you can inbox Coco. Y'all normally inbox Coco and it's fine. So y'all can continue to do that. Um and we will see y'all tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. sharp. Okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. We love y'all. Walk in your destiny. All right?
Live every day on purpose, make it count.
Have a good night.